man, okay, so it's time for us to go ahead and get back into more Heroes Reunited. And we do pick up with part 2. Now, guys, just in case you're kind of wondering, like, why in the world I'm doing like 4 different videos for Heroes Reunited, is because each issue is like 40 to 45 pages long. So it's pretty long enough for us to do a video for each one of these. But also kind of gives me a small break when it comes to recording all these different storylines that I do in a short period of time. But anyways, getting back into Heroes Reborn Part 2. As you all know, at the ending of Part 1, we saw that Galactus was able to destroy the Earth. Like, he consumed it. So it's kind of like the heroes are officially dead, right? But now we have to dive into Avengers issue number 12, part 2 of the storyline. And matter of fact, as we get into the opening pages of the storyline, we pick up in the past. We pick up the Avengers right now, giving the fake Thor a funeral. As you all know, when it came to Heroes Reborn, it was our heroes in the main Marvel universe transported into a brand new reality, but reborn in that brand new reality, except for Thor. For some strange reason, most likely because he's a god, when it came to Thor, he was not reborn in the Heroes Reborn reality. There was a fake Thor at first, and so we were kind of left to believe it was our original Thor, but it wasn't. And then out of nowhere, our Thor appeared in this reality. Now, the fake Thor died in a big battle against Loki. So right now, it's our hero saying goodbye to the fake Thor for once and for all. But right after you have our heroes get done with the funeral, well, that is when you have Nick Fury get a call from one of his agents. Now, this guy is warning the Avengers, warning Nick like, hey, Galactus is coming. His heralds, they're killers. And matter of fact, they trashed my warp drive. Like, I'm gonna die as soon as I arrive back on Earth. But I want to tell you right now, y'all gotta get ready for Galactus. But the thing is, right after that message, that agent, his spacecraft, it flies right through the helicarrier into the Earth. Now, of course, the helicarrier did survive, but now as our heroes kind of wondering like, what the heck is Galactus? Because right now, this storyline is in the past. But right after that, you did have our heroes be confronted by Doctor Doom. Now, this is Doctor Doom from the future, from part 1. Because remember, at the end of part 1, Galactus was able to consume the Earth. But Doctor Doom was able to time travel back in time. And so now all we're seeing is Doctor Doom trying to warn the Avengers, S.H.I.E.L.D., Nick Fury, what's about to come. Here comes Galactus. He says, listen, what you have to do is get all types of missiles ready and use those missiles to hopefully kill off the Heralds. But also the Heralds, they're bringing devices to plant into the Earth. You must go out of your way to destroy the devices before they're able to be planted into the actual Earth. And then you have Doctor Doom leave. Now, for our heroes, they believe Doctor Doom, but mainly because, well, one of Nick's S.H.I.E.L.D. agents just crashed back on Earth and said Galactus is on his way. And so because of that, bam, Nick is on the game. Now, for Doctor Doom, he knows the Heralds have to go. They're really powerful. And so for Doctor Doom, what he's going to do is use missiles as a way to kill off the Heralds. He also knows the Avengers are the Fantastic Four. They will try their best to fight against the Heralds. And so for Doctor Doom, what he wants to do is use the missiles to kill off the Heralds, and most likely it'll kill off the heroes as well. And honestly, for Doctor Doom, that'll be okay. And the reason why, because then everyone will be out of his way to allow him to rule over the Earth. And for Nick Fury, this man is already on the game plan when it comes to figuring out how to stop Galactus. He says, hey guys, listen, we got 3 locations where the Heralds might appear with their devices. And so what he did was, he already called up 3 different teams to handle these problems. The Fantastic Four, they're going to one location. The Avengers, a different location. The Hulk, the 3rd location. Now, the Wasp and also Hank Pym, they stay behind because for Hank Pym, he has to show Wanda something very important. And that would be the Vision. And we do learn here that this is a new body that Hank Pym had created for the Vision. But also, when it came to Hank Pym, when he was inside the body of the Vision in the earlier storyline, you had Hank pull out a special chip. That special chip held all the memories of the Vision in that one single chip. So, of course, when you have Hank plug that chip in the new body of the Vision, he remembers everything from the past. So now our heroes have another Avenger on their side to help out with this situation. But now we have to switch over to the Fantastic Four. Now, when they arrive in Moscow, they find the first Herald of Galactus. And of course, it would be the Silver Surfer, who's right now trying to plant the device into the Earth. Here's the thing, because for our heroes, they say the Silver Surfer in a previous storyline. But also, let's not forget, in the last chapter, when it came to the Silver Surfer, he had a change of heart when it came to the idea of Galactus trying to consume the Earth. But in this chapter, he's kind of like, hey, listen, I gotta do what my master tells me to do, which means if I have to fight against you guys, I will fight against you guys to allow Galactus to consume your planet. But let's not forget that Doctor Doom is watching this battle. And so for Doctor Doom, he's kind of like, cool, this is perfect, because now I'm going to use some of my missiles to hopefully get rid of the Silver Surfer, but also his device. But at the same time, I can kill off the Fantastic Four all in one single blow. But getting back over to the battle with our heroes, they're still fighting against the Silver Surfer. But here's the thing, because you do have Reed Richards. Man, this dude got a plan like always. You see, for Reed, he brought this device that allows him the ability to absorb energy and then give that energy over to somebody else. Like, for example, cosmic energy. He absorbed the energy of the Silver Surfer and gave that energy over to Johnny Storm, making Johnny even stronger than he was earlier, but allowing Johnny the ability to go ahead and get rid of the device that was planted by the Silver Surfer. Now, here's the thing, because even though our heroes are now believing the idea that they have begun the process of saving the Earth, you have Reed and the Silver Surfer realize what's about to happen. The missiles are about to drop. The ones that Dr. Doom had fired. And for Susan, she's too weak right now to even try to put up a force field. And so just like that, that entire area got blown up. The Fantastic Four are dead. Now, the Silver Surfer survived. And Dr. Doom, he realized that his plan did not work on that one Herald right there. Now we do switch over to the Hulk, because the Hulk's right now on his way over to one of the 3 locations out there. Now, for the Hulk, he does get some backup. That will be the Vision and also the Scarlet Witch as well. Now we had to switch over to LA, and the reason why, because you have S.H.I.E.L.D. fighting against the 3rd Herald, and that would be Plasma. Now, for Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D., they're trying their best to do whatever they can to stop her, but the problem is that she's just too strong. And matter of fact, Nick gets hit by one of her attacks, and so it does seem like he's going to die. And so just like in the last chapter, you have Nick take the helicarrier and crash it right into Plasma. And the reason why, because the reactor core in the helicarrier is strong enough to, well, kill her off. And so just like that, there goes Plasma off the board. Now, as we do switch over to the 3rd location, the Hulk again, and also Vision, you have the 2 characters fighting against Firelord. Now, technically, Firelord is really able to take the Hulk on, but it's the whole idea of the Hulk and Vision working together to kind of keep Firelord distracted long enough to allow the Vision to grab Firelord's staff and use the staff cosmic power as a way to get rid of the 3rd device. And so just like that, you have our heroes being able to win this battle, it seems like. But once you have the Hulk turn back into Bruce Banner, we get the idea that Firelord attack did some serious damage to the Hulk, and Bruce is on the verge of death. But it's also Bruce realizing that what the heroes are trying to do right now is not going to allow them to win the battle against Galactus, really. But now we have to switch over to the Avengers. Now, when we do, it's really more of us seeing the Avengers fighting against Terrax. Now, for Terrax, he kills off Hawkeye very quick and easy. And I feel kind of bad because I am a Hawkeye fan, but at the same time, like, it's Hawkeye going up against Terrax. Like, it's not a fair battle at all. But either way, you do have the rest of the Avengers trying their best to get rid of Terrax, but also a device that he brought with him as well. Now, for Wasp, she also dies in the middle of the battle as well. And Thor does get hurt by Terrax pretty badly as well too. But you have Thor use his hammer to send Terrax right into the actual device, blowing it up, killing off Terrax. But also, again, it's our heroes believing that they are beginning the process of saving the world against Galactus. Now, for the Silver Surfer, he watched Plasma die, but he also watched Terrax die as well. Now, for Doctor Doom, he wanted to use another set of missiles, but the problem is that those missiles came from Russia. And the problem is that those missiles that he tried to use, they didn't shoot off correctly. They blew up while still being docked. And so, unfortunately, half of Russia just got blown up just like that. Now, when Galactus does arrive into New York City, he's confronted by what's technically left of the Avengers, Thor, Iron Man, and good old Captain America. But the problem is that you have our heroes find out that there is another Herald, and that will be Airwalker. But on top of that as well, when it comes to this Herald, he has another device. And matter of fact, more devices are being planted across the world to begin the process of allowing Galactus to consume the Earth. And for the Avengers, they got blasted pretty hard by Airwalker. So unfortunately, they have to retreat back over to Avengers Mansion. Now, once you do have the Avengers get back over to Avengers Mansion, they're then confronted by Vision, Scarlet Witch, Bruce Banner, Hank Pym, and Doctor Doom. Now, for Bruce Banner, the man got a plan. He said, hey, listen, we can't stop Galactus. The Earth is going to die, but let's go out with a bang. Let's go ahead and get rid of Galactus as well. And so what Bruce is saying is use the Gamma Core over at Avengers Island. Because remember, in an earlier storyline, when it came to the Gamma Core, it was kind of like this hole in space and time, pulling in different characters from different realities or different points in time. And so for our heroes, they believe if they go out of their way to destroy the Gamma Core, it should kill off the Earth, but also kill off Galactus as well. Now, for Doctor Doom, he does not go with them at all because the Doctor Doom, what they're trying to do is completely crazy. And so for Doctor Doom, he leaves to once again try to time travel. Now, for the heroes, they go over to Avengers Island, except when they do arrive at Avengers Island, you have our heroes go over to the Gamma Core. When they do, they're then confronted by the Silver Surfer. Now, for our heroes, they're kind of confused right now because they know that this man is a herald of Galactus, but it's him saying like, I've been watching you guys and I realized something, that I learned something from you guys. The idea of compassion, the idea of hope, the sorrow. Like I learned that basically this is completely wrong. And now I want to help you guys to save not this world because this world is going to die, but at least stop Galactus to save other worlds out there in the universe. And so you had a Surfer being able to heal up Thor. Once he does that, you have our heroes attack all together, and that destroys the Gamma Core, ripping a hole in space and time. With that happening, of course, that means the Earth is gone just like that. Galactus gone just like that. Once again, the Earth has been destroyed in this storyline. The only thing left out there floating is Thor's hammer. And this is where we're going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. But guys, see y'all next time. Later.